your line, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you ride. We earn 30 years so you can save the guy. 3 turns live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check 50, check 50.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Fournette running out of the gun. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Left three. Left three. Check nine.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Took the outlaw. Ready, go. Kill. Check 99. Sogo. Check 6 guys. Check 3.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run. It's Gurley. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Set, ready. Henry. 44. Here we go. Check safety. You go tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready? 44's the mic. Hey, come on, now. Check your hot read. Watch the twist. Check.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam, slam. Hatchet, hatchet. Sponge, sponge.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Muscles by at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run there by Gurley. 43 yards.
6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 11. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Kill.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Check nickel. Check. Hey. Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Any weapon. Shit. Hot something.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Check, check, go, check 3,
Another carry now for Gurley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. He's coming. What? Double up. Check 37. Check 37.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let him know. Wide. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again they run with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First down, Murray. This complete to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. No. Watch out.
Now it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. That's what. Right. That's it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is good. That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
At the 6-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the losses are piling up as they